State your name for the record, full name.
My name is Kelebogile Tepa.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Ms. Tepa, please confirm that you have in front of you two white files, one containing your witness statement and another one containing your annexure bundle.
I do have both, thank you.
With respect to the file containing your witness statement, please confirm that that is your witness statement.
It is indeed my witness statement.
And that it was prepared for purposes of the evidence you intend to give before the Commission.
That is correct.
Can I ask you to turn to page 27 of your witness statement, please?
I am on 27.
Thank you. And do you confirm that that is your statement that appears at the top of page 27?
My signature,
Your
that's
signature,
correct.
my apologies, that
That's
appears.
correct.
Thank you. Do you confirm the correctness of your statement and stand by its contents?
That's correct.
Thank you. Ms. Tepa, can I ask you to turn to page 2, please, of your witness statement? And can we begin with paragraph 1 on page 2? And I ask you to read that into the record, please.
I am an adult female police officer in the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department, EMPD. I hold the rank of a lieutenant colonel. Prior to my deployment to my current station, I was the EMPD spokesperson and head of the media and PR unit. Excuse me, that would be head of the EMPD media and public relations unit. The facts set out in this statement are within my personal knowledge unless otherwise stated or indicated by the context. To the extent possible or feasible, I will attach any documents I rely on in substantiation of affirmance I make.
Ms. Tepa, immediately thereafter, you'll see a heading titled Background or Service History. That is paragraph 4 of your statement. Please share very briefly with the Commission your service history at EMPD.
Commissioners, I started with the EMPD in 2009 as a constable, trained, of course, at the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department's Training Academy in Guatemala. I was then deployed at Tembisa Precinct, where I was a constable there. Whilst at Tembisa Precinct, I then moved to the Freeway Unit, where I had operated. From the Freeway Unit, I was then seconded to the Training Academy as an instructor. Whilst an instructor, I was appointed and promoted to an inspector in 2014. I then continued the services within the Training Academy, and furthermore, I was further promoted in 2019 as a superintendent. I was then deployed at the Winnie Mandela Precinct Station in Tembisa, where I was a shift commander. And whilst there, I had completed my LLB and identified by the director of the region, who had then taken to maybe celebrate the fact that I had acquired this and said, you know, she'd much rather refer me to an office where I would be more helpful. And she then referred me to the office of the Deputy Chief of Police, then who was Commissioner Mzolo. Commissioner Mzolo then referred me to the office of the Chief of Police, and that's where I had been working and being Chief Mabiyeye. During my time in the EMPD, I was again the commander for the VIP unit, And this was, amongst others, responsible for the conveyance and the protection of the city manager, Dr. Imogen Mashazi. So in 2021, I was then appointed the first female spokesperson of the department, which is still my designation, only that I am redeployed to the OR Tambo International Airport as precinct commander there. Thank you.
Thank you. And attached at paragraph 7 of your witness statement is your CV marked KX1. Can you confirm that?
I do confirm it, Commissioners.
Our next heading then relates to an overview of your role as spokesperson at EMPD. Can I ask you that you tell the Commission what your duties as a EMPD spokesperson involve?
So the duties as the spokesperson would be, in essence, dissemination of information by the department. Being a spokesperson, you speak on behalf of a department where the chief of police is accountable to same. So by virtue of speaking on behalf of a department and being a representative of such, you speak on behalf of the chief of police. And the duties would be taking things like conducting interviews when requests are being put, publication of death notices within the department, and the circulation of media releases that would have been compiled by the department, and of course taking all sorts of media inquiries that would have been directed to the department for that purpose.
In paragraph 8.2, still on page 3, you've indicated there that in addition to conducting interviews, your role also involves responding to basic media inquiries from various stakeholders. What kind of stakeholders does that include?
It would be media, it would be members of the public, it would be those that are coming forward and reporting anything that would be linked to the EMPD. So the first line of communication, it would be that it's sent to me and I would have to then disseminate it in the various sections of the department.
Paragraph 9 of your witness statement on page 4, please turn over. Yes. You set out how your role as EMPD spokesperson fits in a broader context within the city. Please describe that in detail to the Commission.
So the city of Ekurhuleni does have a communications and brand management department, and those are the custodians of communications within the city. And furthermore, from the policy that has been drafted, they had made provision for 4 sections or 4 departments within the city where spokespersons are appointed. We are now talking the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, where I'm assigned to and speak for the department. We are talking the Disaster and Emergency Management Services, where Mr. William Ntladi is responsible for. We are talking the Office of the City Manager, where Mr. Zweli Dlamini, who is the city spokesperson again, is assigned to. And of course, the Office of the Executive Mayor, where another spokesperson is assigned.
You can continue to paragraph 10 as well.
Okay, so despite these demarcations in area of responsibility, the EMPD structure of the media and PR unit makes provision for only 2 posts or positions, being one a lieutenant colonel or a chief superintendent, and the other being an inspector, which is held by Inspector Gobedi Mokheseng. A request was further made to the department due to the nature and extent of the work that's been conducted to expand the team, and we were quite fortunate to have people seconded to the team, making a total of 9 members responsible for the 3 regions of Ekurhuleni, being the Northern Region, Southern Region, and the Eastern Region, and on a 24-hour basis, in essence.
Colonel Tippa, still in paragraph 10, you say there that, this is the second sentence, you indicate that a request was made to expand the team due to reasons that EMPD generated quite a bit of media attention. Please explain what you mean by that.
You would understand that our role and responsibility is, or rather our mandate, is that of traffic law enforcement, municipal bylaw enforcement, and crime prevention. So having to branch it out would get inquiries pertaining to the municipal bylaws, pertaining to the successes that would have as a department, pertaining to any other complaints. So in essence, it would just be a demarcation of all that.
Thank you. That then brings us to paragraph 11 of your witness statement on page 4. It begins a new theme titled The Blue Lights Scandal. Can I ask you to describe, with reference to paragraph 11, the events you set out from there and subsequently?
So on the 2nd of February in 2023, I received a call from a Mr. Jeff Wicks, who is a journalist, or going to be a journalist, making inquiries about certain documentation that he had in possession. But what he had sought from me on the call was to furnish my email address, which I did, and he then sent me the media inquiry.
To assist you in responding to my next few questions, Colonel, could I ask you to go to paragraph, my apologies, to page 10 of your annexure bundle? So if you go to your other file, you go to page 10.
I am on page 10.
Thank you. Please then turn back to your witness statement. Paragraph 12 on page 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and then
So, Ms. Mkhwananzi,
apologize.
we're looking at what annexure? Okay.
annexure KX3, Commissioner, on page 10.
Thank you.
Thank you. Colonel, we are then on page 5 of your witness statement, and I'd invite you to describe and discuss, with the Commission from page 12, from paragraph 12, the inquiry you received from Mr. Wicks, and you can have reference to the actual email itself in your annexure bundle.
Okay. So the inquiry was accompanied by a single-page document entitled Letter of Confirmation, signed by Brigadier Mkhwananzi, of course. I immediately recognized the signature as it is marked as annexed as KX2. So the email read as follows. Good morning, Soup. Thank you for coming back to me so promptly. I approach you today regarding a story that we are pursuing which centers on a Pretoria-based security firm called Cat VIP. According to CIRA, Cat Protection and Security Pty Ltd, T/A, VIP Protection Services, CIRA 2748723 rather, is registered with the authority as a security service provider since 07 June 2018. I have in my possession correspondence under the letterhead of the City of Ekurhuleni and the Metropolitan Police Department. It is dated 16 October 2021 and is signed by Brigadier J.D. Mkhwananzi of Specialized Services. It is attached for your ease of reference.
Ms. Tipper, can I ask you to confirm the nature of that document referenced by Mr. Wicks? If you turn to annexure KX2, which is on page 7 of your annexure bundle, KX2 on page 7 of your annexure bundle.
Yes, so I had received this as an attachment to the email. So the letter reads, to whom it may concern, from J.D. Mkhwananzi, Acting Deputy Municipal Police, Commissioner / Brigadier, Specialized Services. It is, of course, on an EMPD and City of Ekurhuleni's letterhead. It reads, date 16 October 2021, letter of confirmation. This letter serves to confirm that the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department, EMPD, under the command of Acting Deputy Municipal Police Commissioner / Brigadier J.D. Mkhwananzi of Specialized Services, has an endless working relationship and memorandum of understanding with Cat VIP to assist EMPD officers in any VIP protection and security services in and out of the city of Ekurhuleni.
Thank you. And in the remainder of the letter, the writer sets out certain vehicles. Do you see those there?
That is correct,
And
Commissioner.
how many vehicles are listed there?
There are 7 vehicles listed.
At the bottom of that page, please inform the Commission what appears at the bottom of that page on page 7.
What appears at the bottom, it is the signature of J.D. Mkhwananzi, also the acting Deputy Municipal Police Commissioner / Brigadier.
Thank you. Colonel, if we go back to your witness statement, in the final sentence of paragraph 12, where you were, paragraph 12, you say there that when you looked at the document entitled Letter of Confirmation, the document we just had regard to now,
Yes.
you say there, I immediately recognized the signature. Please describe to the Commission why you said that.
Commissioners, you would understand that as part of my process and experience within the EMPD, I had worked under specialized and operations where the commanders would be responsible for signing various documentations, it be operational plans, our timesheets, and various other communique within the city. So it was easy for me to identify and recognize such a signature.